something to the story, man, a long thing. No mention nothing, cause I want to see the right thing. I see a beauty queen, she pass right by me. The way she look at me, she want to tell me something. Me closer, make I hear you what you want to clear. Take them slowly, girl, you too fine, you go kill me. You too fine like thing to eat, girl. You soft like thing to sleep on. But love not give me portion. Famous. Get out of the way, don't give me this love, can I make it? The way you show me this love, can I make it? You can't give me too much. You can't make it. You can't give me bad guy, they are so. Lord of mercy, famous. Listen something to the story, man, a long thing. No mention nothing, cause I want to see the right thing. I see a beauty queen, she pass right by me. The way she look at me, she want to tell me something. Me closer, make I hear you what you want to clear. Take them slowly, girl, you too fine, you go kill me. You too fine like thing to eat, girl. You soft like thing to sleep on. But love not give me portion. Famous. Get out of the way, don't give me this love, can I make it? The way you show me this love, can I make it? You can't give me too much. You can't make it. You can't give me bad guy, they are so. Lord of mercy, famous. Listen something to the story, man, a long thing. No mention nothing, cause I want to see the right thing. I see a beauty queen, she pass right by me. The way she look at me, she want to tell me something. Me closer, make I hear you what you want to clear. Take them slowly, girl, you too fine, you go kill me. You too fine like thing to eat, girl. You soft like thing to sleep on. But love not give me portion. Famous. Get out of the way, don't give me this love, can I make it? The way you show me this love, can I make it? You can't give me too much. You can't make it. You can't give me bad guy, they are so. Lord of mercy, famous. Listen something to the story, man, a long thing. No mention nothing, cause I want to see the right thing. I see a beauty queen, she pass right by me. The way she look at me, she want to tell me something. Me closer, make I hear you what you want to clear. Take them slowly, girl, you too fine, you go kill me. You too fine like thing to eat, girl. You soft like thing to sleep on. But love not give me portion. Famous. Get out of the way, don't give me this love, can I make it? The way you show me this love, can I make it? You can't give me too much. You can't make it. You can't give me bad guy, they are so. Lord of mercy, famous. Listen something to the story, man, a long thing. No mention nothing, cause I want to see the right thing. I see a beauty queen, she pass right by me. like thing to sleep on, but love not give me portion. Famous. Get out of the way, don't give me this love, can I make it? The way you don't show me this love, can I make it? You can give me too much, can I make it? You can give me bad guy, they are so. Listen something to the story, man, a long thing. No mention nothing, cause I want to see the right thing. I see a beauty when she passed right by me. The way she...
Greetings, fellow Sierra Leonean and viewers beyond the Sierra Leone community. Welcome to Salone for All and Voice for All Network Television. I am your host, Khadija Tejan Nabie. On the obituary announcement, we extend our deepest condolences to the family and friends of the late Mr. Momo Conte. The late Mr. Conte served in various capacities during his time here on earth. He was the former chairman of NATCOM and was also chairman of the Koinadugu district under the All People's Congress political party. The late man was reported dead after being involved in a gruesome road accident on his way from Kabbalah heading to the capital city, Freetown. Our sources informed us upon receipt of the sad news, his mother went into shock and was later pronounced dead. Our source also shared with us Mr. Sayo Mara, chairman of the Northern region of the All People's Congress, and Mr. Alakuna Conte, public relations officer for the Northern region, were also involved in this fatal accident. Our heartfelt condolences goes to both also Mr. Sayo Mara and Mr. Alakuna. All three gentlemen were pronounced dead at the scene of the gruesome accident today. May their soul continue to rest in perfect peace. Having said that, I want to go ahead and share a dedication way they make for Mr. Conte, and I will say it go dedicated to all of them who were involved in this gruesome accident. And then we will shortly bring we guests tonight, and I thank you for in a time and always joining us here. After God Naina, so maximum respect and admiration to each of ina where they take time out of a busy schedule for partake in national issue and things revolving surrounding with beloved Mama Salone. Once again, I thank you and I feel free for share, for notify others. Having said that, again, we all mourn the death of these wonderful men. From waiting with it, me not know this man personally, one of them when I Mr. Momo, but from the reaction of Sierra Leoneans, you will see say it don't give a positive impact to who beloved Sierra Leone. Having said that, I did putting on pause, may I play the dedication for them all, and now we continue to remember them and the family in prayers. Now thank you once again.
From those we are all created, and unto dust we shall all return. Rest in peace, brother man. Yeah. Mama kalak to Jinwa insi inali abuduni. God no creates the devil and we the mortal man them. For Nancy pass for worship him. Rest in peace, brother. We give special condolence to the family member of Momo Conte and to the APC party, and to Falabadi Street, Koinadugu District. Once again, we just want to say rest in peace, Momo Conte. Till the day we go meet again.
Now we missing you. Family they cry for the burn. Now we missing you. We pray that we all meet again, but now we missing you. Brother, mama, cause the peace. Everybody cry with the pain. Now we missing you. Hey, dunia, we pray that you soul rest in peace.
Yeah, we really feel sad, man. When them tell me say you die, I deny, I not believe. I even argue, say a lie. I turn left and turn right. Kabbalah people all they cry, but we only wish for you, Papa. Now God inside. As the problem come, I'm already for bulldozer. This na big loss story when I do bulldozer. I'm around the noble that present Gucci, them all shock for this life na patrol and die na the bus stop. Kabbalah they miss you, Falaba they miss you, and we no go stop for cry. We no need no tissue. This thing they call me attracting but I peaceful. Momo contact it for help as he bring you issue.
Family they cry for the pain, and now we missing you. We pray that we all meet again, but now we missing you. Brother, mama, content we don't miss you. Everybody cry with the pain, and now we missing you. Hey, dunia, we pray that you soul rest in peace. One man fall, I see the people calling, see the children crying, and the people start crying. When we had that, you get on the highway. Man can't deny even when the feeling irate. Who can show the youth man this love that you show? Who can show the children this love that you show? Who can rise Kabbalah? Who can make you feel this love? Brother man, you die and you come. Now we missing you. Family they cry for the pain, and now we missing you. We pray that we all meet again, but now we missing you. Brother, mama, content we don't miss you. Everybody cry with the pain, and now we missing you. Hey, dunia, we pray that you soul rest in peace.
Yeah, Rabana, Atina, Fidunia, Asana Tan. The sudden death give me make you know this life not time. We dey pray for you, cause you know you dey Allah in hand. You dead shop because you know say na Allah in plan. No more content we dey miss you till the day when we go meet you. All the good angel dey with you. Na paradise God promise you. I dey catch on or you me Papa go see what you do we. You don't take me one day up na coin and do where they rule we. Like that college where they bill tell me about who that bodona. No more content no proud they can't don't even the poor man. All the promise where they give me coin and do the must do I they told me last salute. Danka Bali number
Now
one.
we missing you. Family they cry for the pain, and now we missing you. We pray that we all meet again, but now we missing you. Brother, mama, content we don't miss you. Everybody cry with the pain, and now we missing you. Hey, dunia, we pray that you soul rest in peace.
Allah grant you Jannah to Firdaus. Baba, Allah confuse.
This now we only to prayer for you. الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يئوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم ربنا تقبل صلاتنا تقبل ركوعنا تقبل سجودنا تقبل تحياتنا وسلامنا يا رب العالمين. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والصلاة والسلام على المرسلين والأنبياء والحمد لله رب العالمين. Make you so rest in peace.
Black B on the mix.
Sierra Leonean and viewers beyond the Sierra Leone community, and a welcome again to Salone for All, Voice for All Network Television. I am your host, Khadija Tejan Nabie. That tribute was for the late man, Mr. Momo Conte, and the other two gentlemen, and in Mamawe, they all lost their life today. May God Almighty give them the highest of heaven. Having said that, this brings me to the today interview. I did come from the heart where I describe this man before I bring him on board. I believe, say, when I did take time for value, many of we say being Sierra Leoneans, them meaning if we focus on the minor weaknesses of we serve, we're not going ever able to appreciate we strength and the blessing we any of we they bring to the beloved Mama Salone. Having said that, I get maximum respect for this man. Like I can always say, I make emphasis on interaction with people them of high profile or people them where they up there, whether it comes to the political arena, to the entertainment, you name it. We think he always left an everlasting mark to me, and we go always remember them and go back and back again for invite them. Now we platform now based on their personality, their attitude towards their fellow human being. Having said that, I can always refer to him as a warrior. A warrior meaning that not many of we will take upon we self say we left everything with profession. We get the opportunity in the land of an opportunity, land where all man they pray for calm, but yet still we left and say we beloved Mama Salone is suppress everything else. Not many of we can do them sacrifice then day. And let's say we do those sacrifice in we own interest, but after all said and done, this individual, even though not make until in the aim waiting even they hope for become the next president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, it still not discourage him for not a give up. It stay there, it continue for work for the betterment of Mama Salone. Yes, and with anything in life, maybe I go feel one way, another person go get a different thing. But going beyond me on feeling and how you call them, going beyond me on feeling and try for investigate about this gentleman, is so many positive than the negative. So I salute this man. Not only that, it not even left unto that. It go beyond the love what it get for in Salone. It take one in Pekin, a name the girl Pekin, a name after Salone. What more can I say about this individual? I can go on and on and on about today. I not only want to talk about politics, but I want to take the opportunity for celebrate the strength within this man and the contribution where it don't make to Salone and waiting it continue for do in own little way. Salone for All, Voice for All Network Television, and now help me welcome this fine gentleman, Mr. Mohamed Kamarainba Mansary. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Khadija. It's an honor, and you get me just stunned. But thank you very much. I'm always happy. Just a phone call. I'm always ready to be on your show, and like I say, I'm happy for share the next 1 hour with you and the great listeners and viewers.
And thank you once again for always honoring the invitation. Thank you for your contribution to Mama Salone. Having said that, I want first now as you can see the beginning, and also this man, me don't know him personally, but I can always say waiting affect one, it affect we all as a whole. And if the few or the many will know this man, then they speak highly of him. So I want to start first about that. Waiting at your own, how you call him, waiting at your memory about this fine man within the talk about Mr. Momo Conte, and the other two are not sure if you know of them, but Mr. Momo Conte in name look kind of like stick up among the other two where they unfortunately lost in life today. So come back in, sir.
Yes, Momo Conte is a friend, is a brother, is a very, very, very close friend. In fact, when me Pekin and Mama they go through this corona recently, he been gets the audio, he called me and he been pray for me. And he even show me, he say, Kamarainba, nothing will happen. He say, them Pekin and that woman they in a safe hands. It's a great man way. If I can recall, not too long ago, I just been to watch pictures. The 100 days of President Julius Maada Bio in presidency. When I've been analyzed, I go to AYB, I go to 98.1, analyze about the country and also we don't come out, also we think the country they go. Officer then come to my house for invite me, and I tell them say no, arrest me. I say no, but they invite me and I said the next day. When I go there, wouldn't meet one meet, they wait for me at the doors of CID in a Momo Conte. And he told me, he said, my brother, I'm here with you, and I go there with you now. And he stay with me and CID up to the moment. Then tell me, say, you can go home, Mr. Kamarainba. You know, it's a man, when I've been there with them, even that CID, they tell me plain. He said, Kamarainba, when we've been there at power, APC, he said, you've been there do things the way even more with you don't start for do so. So I don't know why. But he said me, a part of why we disagree with you, but now one thing I believe in you. You are a very straightforward politician, one day come across. He say some people are not going to like you because you're a plain preacher. You say the truth the way it is. You know some bit diplomacy at times. And I laugh. I say, that's me. I say, when me daddy be die, he tell me that. He say, Mohamed, not ever stop for tell people the truth. He say when you talk truth, he say you go get plenty enemy them. You get some people who will not go like you just because you dey talk the truth. He say, but I ever stop. So in a one man way, even when we telling the truth, we them been doing governance, but he get high respect for me, and as that we continue, for make that respect continue up to where I get the sad news today say he died on our road. And interestingly, even that the way call me for the illness of my family, even they tell me some issues then I cannot do. So I'm not being get too much because I was I've been so worried about what's going on with me on personal lives. So now he show me say it will return Sunday, and when he come this week, he will come brief me because he give me voice. He want to be part of what's they go on at the Konadu today. He said because Kamarainba your voice is like the authentic voice in Sierra Leone. So I want to make you come on board. So I don't even know, you don't even tell me. God no allow for even tell me what anyone can tell me about exactly what's going on at that Konadu today. Because to be honest, since the start, I've been so overwhelmed with family matters. I don't even know the deep things them. Now a man where, you know, not just the high respect we get for me. There was a point one day, me in with one journalist, I don't forget his name. Not too long ago, we go one dinner, and we sit on the talk. Now he tell me plain, he said, Kamarainba, he said, go write it down. He said, you go be a president of Sierra Leone. The least you go be a vice president. He said, mark my word on that. You know, and I think the journalist said, when we meet up nice, he said, remember what Momo tell you? You remember what he tell you? And I will pay attention to that. I said, not to all the Momo, be don't tell me that. I said, even the current president, I remember who all been the opposition. He tell me plain, he said, Kamarainba, he says like everything is still out, not delay no more. He said, but you're going to be a president in Sierra Leone. So Momo na the kind of person way they empower, and not only empower, but it really, really when a young person stand for something, it go always there for him. He made a CID with me from that 9 o'clock where I go to CID and meet, and he did it up to 2 p.m. when they tell me say Kamarainba, you can go home.
Wonderful. It is so refreshing for hear such good things, positive things. And even when I look at the wall of one of we journalists back home, when Mr. Umar Fofana himself gets pleasant things then he say about this man. So I believe say as a nation we all they mourn this man, and let God give the highest of heaven. And like I say, hopefully maybe one of them days here, so we'll get something where we'll go we'll even talk more in talk. And people like this we deserve for ne we basically honor him. Unfortunately, in order at the wall again for see those type of things. Somebody where they think about development of a nation, in the example of trying to build an university where it be say that the best gift where you go give a nation, because when you strengthen them, you empower them, then they become the future. And I'm sorry again on behalf of the entire team here. I'm sorry for your loss as well.
Yes, Khadija, make I add to that before we jump to another thing. This university, Momo Conte, he gets a passion. Honestly, well, after the election, he even invited me towards this passion, say he wants to see a Kabbalah university, you know, University of Kabbalah. Me and to talk lengthily about it. He even asked for me support, financial support. I tell us I will always give them his support. But what he even do, he been go meet with the management of UNIMAC, University of McKinney. So apparently they don't come, they don't survey and everything. So then we want go ahead and build this university in Kabbalah. But what in Momo confident too, they may get the problem with them and the university management. He said he don't want University of McKinney in Kabbalah. He don't want that name, UNIMAC in Kabbalah. So the only problem we get is the name. Into Momo Conte is something about Konadugo and Kabbalah. It's like everything in blood is all about Konadugo and Kabbalah. So it tells us, say, why we not go name a University of Kabbalah? But why we name a University of McKinney, UNIMAC? But the people say they're not going to change because the original name where they come with, those folks, Italians or so, they say now University of McKinney, UNIMAC. So now this UNIMAC will go all over the country. So then get this tussle. I remember one afternoon, He tell me, say, Kamarainba, I know they stoop down. This name, I know why you name up for Kabbalah. It has to be University of Kabbalah. I think he reached a point, I tell him, you know what? If you guys don't want to build this university, stay abroad. I am going to help. I'm going to call. I'm going to redo my research. So it go broad for make help for make this university build. So I hope so. We wait on left. We know by God in power, we go jump in. Now, not only University of Kabbalah, hopefully it will be Momo Conte University of Sierra Leone, by God in power. Because this man is so wants this university in Adakona Digu, because there's not even a big institution the way it go proud of. I think now one of the legacy we one left, something in Kabbalah, something in Konadugu as a university. That I dream, that I passion, and I believe say God, with we will know, me personally, we talk to him, we tell me the history, and where that name where he want, Kabbalah, University of Kabbalah, that he want. And by God in power, we will try our best, make sure say that in dream become fruitful.
With just your intention alone, let the Almighty provide for you and many others will get for join hands and voice with you for in a see that this come into existence. Let God give a good road, and as Islam say, based on your intention, God don't bless already. Let God make an sadaqah to Jariya for him. We go land into the highest of Jannah. Thank you so much for that submission, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Once again, like I said today, we're not to talk much politics, but rather, even though, of course, we go learn to politics, but now we celebrate Mr. Mohamed Kamarainba Mansary. Most of the time, we can go on that platform or can so it's like issue relating to we beloved Mama Salone. But before all this politics, before all this, the chairman and leader of the ADP political party, there was this young man. This young man will come up from X, Y, and Z. So I want you to take me to that. Give me a background of who Mohamed Kamarainba was as a young man and your family structure.
You know, Khadija, I think I don't be a public figure to this country now. Everybody don't, almost, if they don't know me in person, but Kamarainba don't become a household name. And I hope so one day when you come to this country, you go know that, say, I don't become a household name to a point that sometimes, even when this mask don't come, where I can tend for wearing my mask, people like they say, Mr. Kamarainba, let you disguise. Your voice, if you say hello, we don't know that Kamarainba speak so. Up to today, na Kisi, I've been in a Kisi Shell, New Road. Wear my mask, I get facing cap, and when I've been the young man, they say, hey, I don't care what you disguise. But we know say a Kamarainba voice, because you know voice for the people. Me a man where a young boy where been grow up, born in Sierra Leone, yeah. Putloko, born at Putloko district. 5 days or so, my mama go with me na Kono. So na Kono grew up. I Kwedu town. Na there I grew up. Na there I start for eat dirty. Na there I crawl. Na there I learn for land. Na there I go school. I attend the Anzaru Islamic primary school. I end up go back na UMC primary school na Kono. And Udadi Alhaji Almami Mansary, he been get me as a big boy Pekin. I grew up in a large family, you know, they married few wives. And growing up, my daddy will always be there, assure me some sense of faith. Some sense of responsibility all the time. And up to now, them principles and they live on that faith and principles, and also for make sure say my integrity in life. Because since I was small, my daddy tell me say not drink rum. And I know one day church rum from where I born. He tell me say not smoke cigarette. I know one day old cigarette from where I born. He tell me say no smoke jamba. I know one day old jamba from where I born. You know, maybe there's something broad again, but he tell me one other thing way from what born. He say, not ever, way, not start man business yet. When they say not virgin. Not ever, if you know say this woman a virgin, for marry them before you touch them. So those are the value way one day from what born and no one day we talk a woman. Way because anytime I remember that, my daddy go say, for marry them before you do this. So I know one day in my life, so those values, the values the way I've been just talking about not too long ago. I go always take with me, with me daddy, and My mommy on now one thing, but I still there alive. May God bless him. Aja Khadija Tejan Nabie from Binti in Komot. Na then Jade na Binti. In granny side na the Dinke them. Me granny na Dinke Aja Fatu Dinke from Binti. Me on mama na Aja Khadija Tejan. So it can always tell me up to today what we see my mommy always tell me say Mohamed, as much as you always talk the truth, you always there. He say, but not ever relent for help people. Say now one thing, but you always help people. Since we small, now all the time the trouble where you ever done get into now for help other people. And Kamara, where I go boys school, my broker, we nobody know the principal way today in Pekin, mommy, we meet up not too long ago. So they recall some stories and say, you remember where that they bring the kind of house for come cook, made them cook for his special food just because you start to strike. Because when the food been bad, they cook the cassava leaf. When they say cassava, they see the leaf by the plazas. Yeah. One day I just take a spray and slash them out. I say enough is enough. Now call me colleagues that's when I go demonstrate. This food there for good. So the principal they call me now, they go bell me, they cook fine food, now corner forgive me and say, I say this is not about me. This is not about Mohammed, this is about my people, this is about my fellow students. They need for eat good. This corner where they eat here, this corner not good. So those are the kind of things where people that know me. It just be they remember, but they like say, Mohammed, it's the one thing I like you. People don't know you. We don't know you a long time. That you now one person way. When it comes to fight for your right, when it comes to fight for other people's rights, you know they relent. So I grew up. I grew up like that, up to where I come out, boys' school. I come out. I happened to travel in America, and when I go to America in '97, now I come to America, and I get a dream say I for work hard because I left a family when I mean no more than me depend on. So I go for work hard. I go for the send money every month to my mama, to my family. I did everything I need to do. You know, I happen back and go to school and establish myself. And I be so there. And it's so difficult when you don't reach a peak, Khadija. You don't achieve almost everything in America. You don't get old. You able to get you mutkadem. You get an income when over 6 digits income, because America now we get a salary is over $100,000. It's a lot of money for a year. So you gonna reach a peak where for beginners, okay, make I continue for establish myself. As I reach that peak, I say, oh, I go back home. I remember when I write my resignation letter, I go meet my boss, Dr. Hartman. I say, I have to go back home. I say, Mohammed, what? Do you know what you're going to lose? Now I said, I don't care what I'm going to lose. I'm going to care what I'm going to gain. I'm going to help my country. I'm going back home. So not just to run for president, but I'm going to make a difference. Yeah. I'm going to make a difference in Sierra Leone. I said, mark my word, 5 years, every Sierra Leonean will know where I am. Every Sierra Leonean will know what I stand for. And I resigned, and I come back home. With a people, some people in there, they call me Facebook president at the time. Some people say, this boy come out. You know, when your papa not a politician, you know, come out from a big name. You know, my papa no go school, mama no go school, and not even nothing at A. So what are this Mohamed Kamarainba way? The name so funny that they can't say, what are you? And when I start, some people are not going to take me serious. Later on, they cannot say, I'm well prepared. And now that's how they tell people, and so people feel say, look, I can't lose. I for go back to America, I go continue. No, I plan myself till I die. I go always financially able to take care of myself in Sierra Leone. I plan myself till I die financially able to take care of my family, being in Sierra Leone, not in overseas. People do not know that. I'm not just, I say, oh, Adekaya. I plan now, I say the next 40 years, when I go this journey, I'm financially stable. Because now one of the big things where people in this country, especially politicians, they label, you know, they try not to be themselves. Now, because they don't have something, they go look at, say, financially stable. Because they're not financially stable, they can do anything. Me now, I make one lady in shop, I think named Mariam, I go buy ties there not too long ago. When I look resemble myself a little bit, the lady tell me, say, Mr. Kamarainba, the way you talk, I say you get money. Pastor, I laugh. I say, no, but I don't get money. He said, but by then time you get money. He said, because anybody where they talk the way they talk so. He said, because you don't need sababu from anybody. And you don't talk now laugh. You know, when they get them talking, then they I say, oh, people like if you say no more, all of this, but now one believe in me get, I just believe say no more because of the help. Me now the one opposition leader, a politician will not win when this coronavirus come. My dear, I don't go Kono.
Yes, I would go to that one. But before we go there, I know we go to that this night day. Okay. I want to go back before you come to the United States, right? How old were you? How old were you? And waiting, how old were you when you came?
Yes, I was 22, I believe.
Wow. So you
my 23rd birthday, yes, my 23rd birthday meet me in America. Okay. I was 22, a very young man.
Wonderful.
I technically, my adulthood in America spent them.
Wow. Yes, young, but
I was 22 when I come to America.
So obviously, when you can, you pursue your education. For now, you follow your education. So give me background on that. Give me obviously.
Yes, when I come, when I come, I will work through hard. Yes, I go Howard University.
Oh wow.
And when I go Howard University, I able get me undergrad degree. And my job I will work for because I will work for the Department of Mental Health.
Yes.
The government work I've been getting at DC.
Yes.
Yeah, so when you go there, in fact, I've been getting some Sierra Leoneans themselves. One guy they call Nuruddin Kakai. Me in Quebec been there so in this so opposite. So we can talk Creole to a point that people begin learn Creole. Because instead they work for the government, they instead they work for government. Kakai now one guy with me into all the time, he always be and bug me. I say initially I said I can't run for APC. He said, well, come on, APC, can't SLPP. Because I said, no, but me not be APC. So we get no jokes, then joke, then they. We get another Sierra Leone sister, so we be the work there. In back now, one of a program manager there. So the government work now, the government will be the work there as a government of United States of America. They've been giving money for letting you further your education. Right?
Yes, yes.
So I happy for go do my master's through the finances, about 90%. Of the money and the job been giving up. Why been go with secure. So after that now, I just say, you know what? Even some people say, oh, try to get your PhD. I say no. And at that point that we get way 2013, I decided to come back home. December of 2013. Okay. Now I return back home.
So basically,
when I return home,
go ahead.
Yeah, now that I've been doing. When I've been there, I've been work so hard. Like I say, I reach a point where I actually belong almost because I know American dream. When you have your own home, you don't get not to one house. I get multiple houses in America at the time. And the good thing is, even up to now, I left there, you know, I love Sierra Leone. One of my self now, Sierra Leonean, the way they pay me well again. So I get some other investment than they were left. Now I make even this Corona stimulus package, that $1,200. One day there, April the 16th. Not too long ago, a couple of months ago, I just see me email because me Bank of America, they send me email every day. Now I just say, hey, a deposit of $1,200. I say, oh my God, where I get this money? So now that money they say, if I can get for ad, I go give people it back. Oh, yeah. So those are the kind of things when I did there. This Sierra Leonean community, people always there with me. They know I be the mix, but I know they mix much. I be the go one thing to Salone people them, issues them. Even one guy when I Khalil, he called me way my family with a good problem not too long ago. He called me manager. When I go to Sierra Leone, remember Sierra Leone, first way go there, they work. The young people in America and Maryland, I be the help with the team, I be the sponsor, I be the give money, I be the buy jazzy them. Me and one guy, Chef Henry Johnson, said in the So I've been then at the social field and at the same time, academically, I be the do my own best for make a move forward. With my job also for make a move forward.
Seem like somebody they call for you. Salone for All, Voice for All Network Television. Kindly identify yourself, please.
Yeah, this is
Tifoyo.
I call from the Maponi Times.
Okay, welcome, sir.
Yeah, and I see the leader MKN. Yeah, it's good place out. Yeah, want to do other about the copy. I share online today, my sister in show, Khadija in show.
So you just call for hotel and say they're around the WhatsApp, right?
Yeah, some brother, you want to tell us some kind of guy.
Thank you so much. It will respond to you shortly. If you feel for any other thing, kindly call back. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, and let me get clear. Now, Patrick Foyle, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Wait, guys, repeat it again. You know you're good. Mr. Foyle, say that again.
Yeah, I said, MK, Patrick Foyle, you foot soldier.
I know, right?
It basically they compliment you. It say you now basically now you start then the rest copy. Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Foyle. Yeah.
Now we're not church politics. If we've been talk politics,
no, we the touch politics later. Now later that definitely.
Yeah, no, what I mean, I don't begin color because it's a real foot soldier.
Yeah.
Now person will believe in me from the day one.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy just for hearing voice. We kind of the show. It's the one person who I go always go to war with. It's now one. I like somebody else to go with me. Yeah, I go always go war with him because he always believe in me. He always stand with me. Wherever journey I go, he always do with me, and I have so much tremendous respect for him. And by God in power, God go see it through. And Patrick Foyle back, a good day, arm in arm with me. Will work by God in power to State House. Come 2023.
Yeah, that's Mr. Foyle. Thank you for calling. If you want to add more drive.
I make jealous because loyalty is on wing.
Oh.
Yes, it is. Patrick Foyle is really a fighter. All
right, well, so go listen. I'll get a lot of good things.
I love him to death. I do. I really do.
So yeah, and leader say love you to death. All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I'll take over you, so Khadija.
You will.
My sister.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So, having said that, so now I think we don't go back again. Where you decide, say, you take that courage because of the love of your country. Forward now, you go Salone. How old were you then when you decide, say, you go Salone? Or let's say now you don't become adults anyway. So, waiting to be you first.
No, I reached, honestly, when I returned, I was not even 40.
Okay.
For run for president, you need to be 40 to be president.
Wow.
And now that I will tell you, when a lot of people away get a vision, we don't tell me already, including even Julius Marabio and President Anis Baikoro, my former president. They all tell me I came at a very young age when nobody not do what I can't do. I was not even 40 qualified for be president when I came the year I return home.
Wow.
Now the following year now 40. Okay. When I become now, where I qualify for run for president. Okay. In fact, I like to do where I will be hold me baby. The honorable will be the local, my first cousin, he will them born me. So one time then at the episode of I'm tell and say, he said me there from 1 bar from 2 where them born me. Say hold me newly where them born me, like a few hours old. He say him behold me. So if they tell people and some their stories and they so I come honestly at a very young age, and I don't want to work for government. I know one day thief money. I know one day do anything. I can tell you, it's like this Imam where I meet up in Sunday Street the other day. He said, Allah send you Kamarainba. He said, Allah, they always send person for can redeem a nation, for can redeem the people. He said, for the first time, Allah send somebody where no one day they do anything. A kind young one, he believe he get a vision. He said, they can't make in country. He said, we do everything. He said, we look, we condemn, we say, no. We follow the same old people who we don't know. He said, I'm not going to say we'll go suffer. He said, but yeah, this country. He said, we'll continue for suffer until we listen to where Allah, God, wants something. He said, plus, it make me body rise that day. I stand that state, now don't meet up. Something Bangura, the Imam. He tell me, he said, that God send you. He said, I'm not to talk to you for feel so Imam, the way they talk to you for give money. He said, but you just see the way you work. And Khadija, the way I come at this country as a young man, and what I stand for up to now, the good thing is, before I come, I'll be able to buy my house. 2010, I was like 35 or 36. Now I can buy a 3-story house in Freetown, where everything is about $180,000. I buy in cash.
Wow.
And I use Salone banks, the money, and I've been government bank I use. So everything is clear. Abana, that's why they talk to you. And, you know, I've been done before, the way back, even before I want to return home. And when I want to return home, I even shipped me, up to now, so even today, some people are using a brand new Mutka. Wow. I get a home at that white H2, where I've been driving for 5 years or more in America. I shipped them in Canada. So up to now, I've been telling somebody, say this Hummer is more than 15 years old. I buy in America 2005.
Wow.
And brand new one. And but when they drive on a fit up to that, they feel like it's a brand new car.
Yes.
Just because I the whole year. So those are the kind of things I come back home. I ship those things.
So I want
and I able.
Yeah. I wonder we go
I
back
able to do those things.
Yes.
And I able to. As a young man, I just believe. Say this country deserves better. So this country for move better. So now that conviction they make up to now. And now I can tell people and say that plant, that tree, where God don't plant, I let you know water, it'll grow. Kamarainba, I go grow until
I love that.
The end.
Warrior. You nickname for you. My nickname for you is
Warrior.
No. So now
I'm a warrior.
Yes.
I'm a great warrior.
Yes.
In fact, I will always say if I get any, I don't know me, Papa no be call me by Bure. I say that name that we really want. But if I get any picking boy, picking get one born, they call him by Bure.
Beautiful.
By Bure Kamarainba Mansary.
I want to go back, yeah, because obviously what you don't talk so discipline help you for take you to where you at. Meaning the advice where you daddy give you not give a deaf ears. You really kind of like stick with those advice. And I want to come back to the United States. Obviously, you've been work now that you job there for X amount of year, correct? How long you work?
Yes, I work to get few jobs there. In fact, I've been even overseas because of the mental health expert on some group homes then in Virginia. Yeah. Some I've been oversee them. I've been go do some. We call them a behavior plans. And the right behavior plan, but people will get some mild mental illness. I will go there and they do them, and me and the clinician, why they go check data them. They pay me, I will do behavior trainings. I get a lot of people in Salone and in Virginia, where they even know me, where they can talk about me. So they even say, oh, this I will be imposting way, help me for even get this job. A lot of them where I don't help, then they. So because of my consultancy, I will even Fairfax. One job where they call Chance, one company. I work there, I help a lot of Sierra Leoneans, including the former resident minister of APCZ, now McKinney, one guy with them call, I don't forget him, if they work there. So I get a lot of people away, I help doing those homes where Sierra Leoneans they need a job. Up to now, I get plenty of people away, and Mr. said the old auntie, come interview, come work now. So I get them people and they up to now. So I work different jobs because I need to get our money for help me. So like I tell you, for come back home, for like I start this. So not just my main primary job. I be weekend. So weekends and I go in the morning for like I go teach some class. Like we get class we call MANT, CPR, for safe, all those things I be teach them. And I be get like one day no more. Why they go teach the class and they get $500, $400 for that Saturday. So I mean, they work so hard in different curriculum. So it depends on who side person know me. I was all over the place working just to make ends meet.
So during that time, then they obviously they work, you they save because you've been get to your own plan for then you go help Salone, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So obviously you work like over maybe 10 years or more. Now that make you be able to get you early retirement, correct? Or you pension for the state?
No, I work. Yes, I'm not even getting yet.
Okay.
But I qualify for 2022.
God willing.
When you work for government, the work pension may work. If I work for 21 years, for let you qualify for get that money there.
Yes.
So maybe don't work for. I mean, I work for 12 years. So it been left about 9 years. For make I get all my benefits. So when I come, not too long ago, last year when I go in America, I go to the place, I go check. So me benefits they kick in. The pension they kick in November 1, 2022. I don't want to disclose that money but that money the equivalent of waiting minister they make right now in Salone. Or more. A salary a month. Yes. So now I can tell people and say, just because I know say in 2 years, I will can make just about $2,000 on a monthly basis on retirement. November 1. And I promise you, say that first money then check the way they get the deposit and they screenshot we dey look at, we will show people, and because transparency matter.
Yes.
I'll get about $2,000 every month, starting November 1, 2022, okay. 2 years from now. Okay. And when I begin get that money, you know now in Africa, yeah, what thing would they want to be able to do?
Yes.
A lot.
So, but the
so
other
those
thing
are
is,
the kind of things where I say I die now, I go able to take care of myself. Even working in a local radio in Sierra Leone, as I can tell them, I say, me not to talk for myself. I dey sleep under air condition every night. I dey drive any kind of car I want drive every day. I dey live in a house with it. I dey eat what I want eat. I dey wear also I want travel. Also I dey want I able go. I dey talk for when I wear the suffer. Not for me again. Absolutely. Some people and they talk for me them better. When they don't better, they set them out. Not to me. So working in a local media, that's I can tell them that this country I say, I'm not. They don't pay me for talk. I'm not need favor. So, yes, my pension by God in power, Khadija, come 2022, November 1, that one day go day. But if you want back, I'll tell you what I do right now back now, I will tell you also.
Of course, we will talk, but what I want to say, what you make us so they admire your strength, because obviously for take that decision they for relocate all over again to the land where you love, it requires a lot of financial obligation, because obviously we can't see not easy for you day-to-day activity, and the one that will call you say the bobo desa. You get, you know, so you not only care for yourself, but a lot of people them. So obviously many go curious as to, obviously the work the way you don't work, it don't make that they make it easy for you where they get the income then they. So give clarity on that. With in terms of the job and how you're able to get apart from what you make in a salon, doing a salon, but waiting again at the other income where they help you for sustain this life where it be saying a life not only for you but for Sierra Leoneans the way they help on a daily basis.
Khadija, now a very good thing. Before the election, me are very open.
Correct.
One of me also I get na Lanham, na Maryland, 98th Avenue. I go sell her.
Okay.
And what go sell this house? In fact, that was the tower I've been by. So I've been able to one lady who been close to me, who been help me for fixed house. It ain't Virginia now. I tell them that money it's over $400,000. And that was I've been buying $98,000 way back in 2001.
Wow, beautiful.
Yes, I what I've been do me. I've been go be a real estate broker first.
Okay.
I get like because I want doing investment them. So I have to get HUD and VA housing them for bid for them. Okay. So now they get them host there, where in a rundown houses there, where they foreclose. I the ban a government and me fix them.
Wonderful.
Once I fix them, I rent them out.
Okay.
And so now so I be do in America, where be able to get few of those houses.
Yeah,
where
then
people not be know.
obviously
Even me email, I register in my company as Real Homes.
Okay.
Me email them up to now Real Homes 5
okay.
at AOL.com. So now Real Homes I be real registered. Why be get? So why be up to that 5? Now that be stopped. So the one of the other hosts I be even condo now Meserot Road. I've been get a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo now Meserot Road now Delphi.
Okay.
Where I've been getting a teacher this I begin. So I be don't get rid of because the condo fee be don't hide too much now. I sell them back. So this house I be sell I come where it's over 400,000 I come with for this campaign. And my dear, you know now what happy. Spend this and they help candidates of fees for me candidates them. Now me one. I be the even shame for talking and me one. I be the key financially. I get people that support like Patrick Fred and so they are great people. Will be so wonderful. But financially, I be they pay for people and their salaries them and so them basic thing for politics. For even campaign, I mean they be the key them.
So what you say is that even though they will help you here and there, but the majority if the stress boil down to you, meaning
I mean because one person they help you.
Yes.
95 or more percent. Now you because you know how Sierra Leone politics is. For pay, you know what me qualify we say for go that debate? No. People don't know. Now we've been 6 been going to debate. The people that be run for president is about 16.
I see.
Just my guy don't want to be qualified for go to debate. The reason being, they say all the political party will help for pay for candidates them for run for MP, councillors, mayors, they forget at least more than 30% of the whole country. Now then they qualify.
Okay.
So because I believe in the vision of the young man, they are young woman where they come, and they pull me money, I better give them in and go pay their nomination fee. I made them qualify for them for contest. It's not just me. I mean, they give opportunity because the motto of the party now opportunity to all.
I see. I see.
So I want kind of opportunity to that American dream opportunity where I experienced. Now anyone can gain a Sierra Leone. So I mean, just say, you know what? Let's give opportunity to people. So now I come, the money being come there. So what thing be left? Small be left. I got Abraham or no more. That small be left. When me and Mama Conte said there was a 1.1 to I been discussed with an I say, hey, Kamarainba, you get mine. He said, me, I don't get mine. Can give away money like this for politics. And I said, no, I said, I love my country. That's all money be left. Just before the election was $73,000.
Wow.
When the election done, the next day, now I get it. One thing about banking, everything is done in this country. Even then, on my phone, say, phone and send. When I send this money, I look at that's okay. Let's go begin. I be feel bad, depressed because I don't go sell Ostanda. So I said, okay, I take this money. I come now, McKinney. I been get landed. I said, I can begin build something like a therapy. When I see the host they go up, I go make like saying I replace American host.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yes. So what I do, I begin just after the election. Now I begin doing. So I was in McKinney. They build that host. They small. Up to now they can build the house. I know you don't know it. So what I do now recently, when this year begin, I say, you know what? I want to come develop opportunities then at Sierra Leone. So this house where I don't build now, when I also have I want build now, and I can convert them to hotel.
I see.
So come back, I get a land when I be family land, where I don't buy the land to me or sibling there. I said I can make a back hotel.
Beautiful.
So right now talking to you, the hotel in McKinney is almost 95% complete. The house.
Very smart.
So hopefully in September I go open them.
Very smart.
Then the one in the just done roof farm. Even when I go take, because me are very fair. When I don't exhausted financially, the bank where I go for go take a loan, they say, hey, Kamarainba, why don't they give better money? Because you know when they take loan at this country, I say, hey, well, I need 500 million, which is like $50,000.
Yes.
They say, no, then they give me, now only $10,000 they give me. That's what that money, they're not go buy for me windows themselves. You know, say I like the manager. I say, well, now 50,000, they're not giving the money.
Yeah.
They're not giving the loan.
Yeah.
So at the time now, my best, because I don't make swimming pool.
Yeah.
A huge one, the biggest swimming pool in McKinney.
Oh,
so hopefully, Khadija, now you know the breaking news, and I never tell nobody.
Oh.
I can open a hotel now. McKinney in September.
Beautiful.
Then they definitely, hopefully, in December, they open the one at Connor. And then hopefully in April, the following year, I will open the one at Bo. Because they don't start back the project at Bo.
Very
so
nice.
Those are the kind of things, yes. And Losar.
Very nice.
Losar, they put me there. So in back, I don't get placed the one offense where I would likely try. Because what I want to do, now the same real estate will be start in America. Now one can start for developer.
Beautiful.
So talking to you right now, if I get even somebody who called me not too long ago, he sent the money for buy host for her.
Yeah.
Plenty money.
Yeah.
That they can bless me all over. I go, I buy the host.
Yes.
Now from London, I don't buy them. I right now they can fence her for her.
Oh, yeah.
For I don't make Ion board, I don't go live at the house.
Very
so
nice.
in a tell Ion family say, you know, see somebody where they count thousands of dollars.
Hey, yeah.
You send them to her. That person don't own that money, you know use them. You know do nothing, he go buy us for you.
Yeah.
It makes sure say everything correct.
Yes.
He say no one they see Pastor Kamarainba. So now that I do now, and then the other family, then back talk to other family, then give me project back, say they get a family house, one of them don't know you done. Na Fitoya, the one I done that for them. So 2 weeks ago, I begin that project for them. I did and try for improvement. So I'm into real estate. They help people them. And also, Mr. They build me on estates them for let and make development as Salone. So right now, it keep me busy. Right now, in Sierra Leone, what do so? If you want to tell you, so the one I've written today, Tuesday we go concrete the upgrade because they want add three-story they want to do. So even that way they send, I tell them, say, everything okay. Now go back, somebody back in California, wait on here, he recently send. And it was almost 80% done. I don't the donor is so happy.
So
you know, able to thank me for do because we they oversee not to only forget the money, but forget honest person.
Yes,
we
reliable
say yes at this. Because some people they say, wait, somebody call me when was it? 2 weeks ago. He want now say no. If I don't know you, that connection, I know they put me hand. I just want help. Like when other people don't help me, say want help. Do I really will need for that help? I know they do it just for everybody. And they do it for people who really need me services because I want to do a real way to my way come. You will be proud. So now that's what I do right now, Khadija. By God in power, I don't register the company name in an Embassy Hotel, Sierra Leone. So they can get Embassy Hotel McKinney in September, Embassy Hotels Kono in December, Embassy Hotels Bo, by God in power, in April.
And you know what is so attractive of all that? You try for touch all four corners of the country, which is very, very nice.
Khadija, you're very smart.
Yes,
you
I love that.
In a region.
Yes.
I say I forget 4 properties them in each region.
Oh yeah.
The first is the north.
Yeah.
When I'm McKinney, then the east when I Kono, then south when I Bo, and then Freetown. In fact, the place that Bure Beach, almost like I speak to you, so I almost don't secure the place because 80% of the money for the land I don't pay them. Now the balance almost I get for contract for pay soon. So now those 4 regions I want to complete first. Then now after I go begin going to West Africa, Liberia, or Guinea, Gambia, Senegal. I get a vision really for do this echo. Embassy Hotels.
Wonderful.
I really want to develop. The manager and the bank will tell me that I say, Kamarainba, why you not been do business 50% politics? He said, when I'm going to be the talk, why be tell a vision why we get into business? He asked me and I said, no, anything we Kamarainba do, it do out of passion. When I began to politics, I give my 100%. So now I'm more a little bit 20% politics and as an opposition leader, 80%. I'm focusing on my business. So, and that business, they mark my word the next 5 years, Khadija. You go here, some empire in this country where you just have to say, I mean, the first man we interview this young man. I mean, the first man we tell him, put things on. And believe in me, I don't give you 5 years from now, 2025. We will see again in July 5. Then I tell you to join the world and come back. Because I really get a vision, I get a dream. And this year, the 2 properties then go open. So next year back, I know thing going to go give, and I say go give, and from then what I accomplished in Sierra Leone at least 4 to 6 property them. Then in Liberia, one target, Guinea, Gambia, and Senegal.
Inshallah, we pray that the Almighty will give you the strength, the world body, the long life, the love where you get for your country, and all the sacrifices. The way you don't help the poor people, then God not gonna make you energy, you effort, and you go in vain. God will make sure say you see him, you live for see you grandpikin there, and you enjoy the wealth and the goal where you get for Salone. May God bless you.
But, thank you. Even though they give jobs them, look at the young man they want give this job. There were 20 of them.
Yes.
And what come? Yes. I said when I can't ask for me, so. I'll give you guys a 5,000, feel like 50 million. Yeah, you're not gonna believe the guy in the dance. At the give job right now, they give jobs into over, if I'm not mistaken, over 48 people are the give jobs to right now. Every month, what they give a salary. At now, outside this one, my mission for like about 2, 3, 4, 500, where I go up to 1,000. Because one thing I believe, not to forgive this token, that 10,000, 50,000. Now forgive person a job, let be self-sufficient.
Yes.
Don't cheat somebody, don't give somebody fish, but cheat them out of fish.
Absolutely.
Now that philosophy there, and the only way to do it, we are not in governance yet, because I'm not saying if I'm in governance, I will fix the economic problem. I believe in that, but we're not in governance yet. As a private business person, one can create a lot of opportunities for people and a lot of jobs a lot of resources in this country.
And by
God in power, where you can Salone, you go visit all them property there, and it will be on me. But if you get a 4-year room where I go for Salone, you may not worry. You go just kind of relax, enjoy vacation.
Wonderful.
And at the pool, you go just do the whole day by God in power.
Like that. The other thing, exactly, you come before even at the land so that you don't develop a lot of jobs them for the youth them. And why don't we go with that? What's in at the very first job then where you been do, where you been help for create for the youth them of Sierra Leone, where you been relocated to Salone initially?
What come newly, that's no more the people will be follow you, they give a start in. I'm not really be focused on business, honestly, Khadija.
Okay.
But that's one of my regrets. I didn't do nothing. For form you party, not for child joke. If I can't join one party to traditional party, I probably don't get room for do other things. But when you come as a former party, it's very difficult. Everything is you go without the leader, you don't get able to push her. And when you stay, like right now, I stay out of politics small. They tell me again, say, oh, what did you do to the party? Say, I don't have there everything. They say, oh, now the this, now the chairman, now the this. Now I relax back now. I say, okay, we'll not take ownership small. Like what you know. Nobody know they take ownership. So it will take a lot of time for make grow this. So I not be able now I don't be the create avenue way for give money to young people them. Now actually now from this December of last year, now actually start for give
you focus on
and avenue. Even at China just order them pillar something for make pillars them. So even that it takes a lot of money where people want them. They teach young people them where they go make them pillar in the way one house now you host them pillar them right round where go do that. I get them plenty in a host where they get out for me the young boy then go get ants to eat. So when me say go bill now, I go get the pillar that I go use for me myself. So now actually now after the election last year, now I start for actually give jobs. I'm not be talk about my security there, office manager for run party. That job will they give. But out of politics, now actually last year I don't start for give jobs then to people then.
Wonderful. So coincidentally, the last time where we sit down and get a one-on-one discussion was in September. So I hope say by the September, God willing, for everything to accomplish, like I said, we'll
yes, exactly. 1 year and anniversary of you show and McKinney will be so much open at the time. We will watch some videos them and all that. And we'll go really September by God in power. I promise you, your show will be the first I'll be on for talk about this development. It's a big development. It's a great anybody. If I mean a household name now because of that. Now we go to the area said just any bike man, just say Usai Kamarainba the building, the carry road. Everybody knows there now. I don't try for begin to make the road, I concrete the road from the beginning till go down. I get for give street lights then at the road. So I'm going to do a lot of development. Even in the neighborhood alone now, one man don't go buy land not too long. He said the reason we can buy near outside me there now, because you know say the future, one day president of Sierra Leone, it can be in neighbor. And I say, Mr. Akanu, why you can buy now? And I say, they say na Kamarainba there. So the next land, Mr. Namika can buy. So those are the kind of things the way people really, really admire. Look at a young man from Matutukai named Mohamed, Khadija. He called me 2 days ago. He said, he get 5 gallons per night with 2 fall for Gimme. I know Sabia.
Well, guess what? Coincidentally, I mean,
I said, why you not going to use that per night first and fall? He said, no, that's okay. Yes. Anytime I go Kono, I will call you because he said I was one village for going time at Canada. He said just because when they hear me on radio, when they hear me on radio, it's so touched that, and in just one day there now, you know. So I'm not a relent. There's a lot of people who need the voice of Kamarainba. There's a lot of people who need get injustice. We need a voice that is country. There's a lot of people who Khadija Sunday can some call that he said this call not for me. So they man they beat you worse. Then they say call Kamarainba. You know, so I'm like, not for me now for call police. So those are the kind of things where I don't do it because I stand for the truth and I'll continue to talk for people in this country.
Bravo, bravo. And coincidentally, that thing where they talk, I know you forget, but I mean, then at one your phone and then your other phone ring where you've been telling me, say, indeed, that's what the young man be want to do for you in terms of the Pamine. I remember that I can recall.
Oh, yes. Yes. Well, I'm not even know to me to talk about it.
Yes,
absolutely.
It's so much.
The young man, he even call again, I said, when I go Matutuka, he will go give me the Pamine. So, okay, I will take that Pamine and the fall. Them, you know, so it's just touching when people all over this country, Khadija, they really need, they wait for a voice. Let me I can tell people and say, a part of politics, Khadija, nobody, absolutely nobody not able to help other people if they not help themselves first.
Absolutely.
Watch this statement where I make so. Nobody not able to help. You know what it make a lot of politicians they feel so? They're not able to help themselves first. You not get oaths for yourself. How you go able to build all stuff for poor people? You don't get your sense. Without politics, you're not able to think, you're not able to work hard for secure something for yourself. Me that this have been done, they've noticed now. You're not going ever able to help other people if you not able to help yourself first. Because now yourself you go begin first before you able to help other people.
Yeah.
I think this ideology.
So I think say
from here that I want really help, not to just me yourself again now for push for help other people.
Yeah, I think say like I've been saying, you dad in advice where you take will make you become disciplined and better planning at a very young age. I think say I land you to where you're at today. Obviously, is that
absolutely, absolutely. Wonderful. My dad with some scholars them. My Islamic scholars, the way I be small, when I go school. There's a lot of things the way I take advice from older people. You know, I really take an advice from older people. And then I use me IQ, me sense for develop and things them. And as the only one weakness I get, Khadija, I straightforward with people. And because of that, I don't get some enemies just because of this. Yeah. I'm straightforward. And so people don't know like that. And people are like particularly people are like folks the way they bear me up to now, then just believe in say, I'm not going to relent for anything. You know, I've been even I'm not going to relent. I've been talking if things are not been go well. Now, me now the first person go match. I don't care what. I go lead this match. Me and my family, no match now straight. And now in this coronavirus come, in state of emergency, no go to do. So we'll wait again, let's see how things are going. Me not go ever relate for Fed for Sierra Leone.
I think there's one thing where so wonderful about you, where maybe many don't know, because many go look at, he just grab, he left in family. But there's one thing where you do where so wonderful go be the right word about you wearing. Because many man go say, but me they can't left us for woman or for no other man go sleep there. But the fact that you build yourself, you discipline yourself at a young age. In the example of you buy many houses, them you renovate them, you cannot like sell them back or you rent them. Obviously, now bring you income, which was very very smart. But like I say, many man go think like how you think say it's beyond that. Oh, now other man they can't they pada us they, but rather they look as a responsible man. Now me picking them, even if I know then so I don't let foundation and they don't get security, it's paid off and so on and so forth. You are not bragging. Now me bring this. So I want you talk on that. So
you know one thing, Khadija, I get picking them with a white woman, which I talked on Facebook recently. We will meet up in a college. And we get two wonderful kids. And when I be come, now they end up being prepared for come. And I didn't mean to come get a problem later on. So we therefore go with different patterns. Even that, because of not get to my connection with properties them, one of the hosts the way I be done by, I hand over everything again. Now your name again. That make people not understand. Again. Okay. And even some of my property they say, I'm making the overseer for me. One not be there. Up to now, recently, me don't put my hands them there. Even the rent natural, they be paying. And later on, I change and now to me, they pay directly. So, Khadija, you picking them now you like, and you go do all kind of things for make you help make them move their way and they. So, like I say, I'm not going to continue for relent. I don't want to know which one. In fact, when it didn't get a partner not too long ago, I think last year, he told me, say, before he introduced him, he want to meet somebody where he not meet in life. Now, me and he and the man, our 3 go lunch. We should do an interview with the man. I talked to him because we can go for the around. Yes. And, you know, we don't Americanize already. I'm glad we are kind young age in America because African man, for the doing thing they look at like a big thing. But to me, I so Americanize a point that to a certain degree and that those things don't even matter to me. So, we go, we eat, I talk to the guy and everything. Guy tell me we walk en route. I do small background check for just in case of more way me got picking in I will stay. So I'm not too worried again, you know. Even today, just now, where if you don't discharge in the hospital, men to talk, they get oxygen at host. I'm so glad we don't begin talk. You don't recover small. It bless me, they tell me thank you. And that's why I tell us not that too I need it first. And the reason is honestly, if something be happen with that woman, my political career for don't do for now. I'm not gonna hide because me I'm very straightforward. If that woman they God forbid even die at this time, I just go back home. At least at least for another 6 or 7 years. Back in America.
Yeah.
I for go stay there for a few years for raise me beginning because he been promised me at one point when me and Tubi go apart. He say, Mohamed, just promise me. Now I say what? Say if anything happen to her at any time, Mike and not allow your family raise the beginning.
Yeah. That's
yes, so that really be touching me. And I make when this sick day happen, I was psychologically drained.
Yes.
It's a sick day happen and pastor go back home.
Yeah.
Back home, I mean back home, back in America.
Yes.
For go there with them beginning, they say because Sierra Leone in done 12 and side in 10. So I get a long years then for be doing them until then go college before I come back.
Yeah.
So technically I for be don't abandon everything just for go back, I go do with me beginning. And at that I for don't do nothing for the change up. I for abandon everything at Salone Force. I go do them until then go college before I return back home.
I want to commend you again in that department because you're an example for many man them out there, not only in the Sierra Leone community, meaning when you don't live within or work with you and a woman, you still maintain your respect for them, you still continue for care for you picking them. That is a great example. Salute, salute, salutes.
Thank you. How for do that?
Yes.
We do that. Yes, we do that.
We're supposed to be,
we're not for be enemies.
Yes.
We're not for be enemies at all. When you deal with a woman in our work, in fact, we may not ever argue. We don't want to argue. Every time we talk about things, and when issue with Modi Bobo one gets out of hand, he say, "Hey, I'm going to call your dad." He's afraid. Yeah. And it always say only a silly mom will fend a bad relationship between a child and a father. You need a father figure with your children. I don't care what you do. You're not going to be able to raise those kids on your own. Them believe in that, but some of our times, not to demand them. Now the woman, then just because they don't get problem with the man them, they create that animosity among themselves. And then this message that for people that listen, just because you're impossible again, now the more for care for yourself.
But let me tell you, say,
with her. Now care for her.
Behalf of
and believe me, when this woman be sick, I felt so bad.
Yes.
It's like she's with me. I cannot even know because we have a history. We have kids.
Yes.
It's something I put on, something I put with me.
But I want you give Mr. Mansary, I want to give yourself back that credit. Not to all man go act matured as you have acted when it comes to this woman. You understand? It is true that some woman go be that way, but in some cases, some woman can be the matured one. Then the man them can be the petty one.
Not true. That's true. That's true.
So it takes a great person, and it says a lot about you for maintaining that respect for them and respect for you picking them, and how you they showcase you picking them, and you left a foundation for you picking them. It's worth to be commended.
Yes. Like I tell you, I get the big bubble self in them big now. Ahmed in them they go college they work. Even in fact, the one I able to tell, if they tell his friends them, he say, my dad was in Africa. When I turned 18, he sent money and bought a car for me. Now I've been there, I send money when I go buy a first car. I asked, I say the Mutka na $5,000. Now I send the money for I go back. So now I send the other Mutka after that, I go for work for himself. So now he help himself. Now he take care of himself.
So that's good.
So when you get with yourself, because I know that be the Sierra Leone woman who I be there with, but him back could get a very good relationship. Now because you're right. Now me the credit too, because we can laugh for the job. Me no one do back get a fight for that picking. If I me raise the picking at 7 years old, now take the picking. The Bobo Ahmed, name Ahmed. Now me raise him say he grew up.
Wonderful, wonderful. So now
and after that, now I want come. Yes. Now this because me and Bet done now run born to picking. Now Bet pick me say, please don't take Ahmed to his mom. Let Ahmed stay with me. So Bet been there with the picking from 2013 up to where it don't big now. Yes, now I'm been there with him back. Where even when me into no be there again, Ahmed been built on a house.
God bless
it mean a lot because this is how family connected we are.
God
we are so family because no one separates the picking.
Yes.
So Ahmed been there with your sibling there. Up to where it don't turn 19, we don't move on the
And again, I tell you, say I salute you because if you not been possible being whether it's emotionally, mentally, physically abusive to that woman, I not care waiting you the game, else whatever material you the game, trust me, and enough for be end good or enough for be still stick around or still continue to say and even pick up not only the responsibility of the two we born, but the picking will not be even exist now we own relationship.
Yes,
So
yes. One can he beg me.
Yes.
He almost begged.
It says a lot about
I need Ahmed to stay with me so that he can have a relationship with the little ones.
Yes.
And you're right, you know, this message, because this a part of politics, a part of thing. At times, if I follow talk, then social things they have, let people and they listen.
Yes.
A woman we don't know for one day. I remember one Kamoko been tell me, you're not going to pay until you die. Now for respect her, just one day where that woman they spend with you. You're not going to pay again until you die. And I don't know, I ain't for say this, Khadija. One day, sometime, I will give you number, you reach out to her, you talk to her. We no one day argue from women to meet one. No, I'm up to wait today. We don't argue.
God bless you.
As we want begin a disagreement, we cut the discussion out. We wait, we sit down back, we talk about. We no one day argue. One day now.
I'm telling you,
so,
I go insist again and give you credit. Because
no argument, none. Like say,
man,
oh, cause this, no abuse, no. In fact, it's just I want to let people understand. A woman, more woman, we don't do there. I don't bear your kids or bear a child for you. You for cherish them. Because when you get your picking, when you get girl picking, one make another man tomorrow cherish them. Not so because I young picking. Now the same thing where that woman, then another man they don't born. So I hope people and they really understand that. Even now, why they take me time for marrying another woman. Now that's I want to go wait for the right one. When me no go the cost calls, Allah, we see that. So. Right now, to your show, me mama this Sunday today was good, and I said, "What about waiting in a house if you're sick? Now you want in a house? Try get a woman live married." And I said, "Mama, I wait for us. We're going to give me again a woman who will married, and you first go be good first one can show." So those are the kind of things no more way you go fear. Who next you go meet where una go able get a bond their relationship. So now I make a take me time first, and by God in power, we'll take to the next election. God will I will get a wife.
Inshallah.
Where the whole world will know.
Inshallah. Wonderful.
But for now, we'll get a bachelor. Well, I wish that I would be president now. I do like Marabio. Me now, the way to I don't be president, I'm married now.
I love that.
So I don't do it. So I follow his step. After president, I'm married. That's
Wonderful, wonderful. So now we go back to the Republic of Sierra Leone. So when you relocate, so what are some of the challenges then where you think you face? Obviously, before you go form the ADP political party, obviously you've been belong to the All People's Congress political party, correct?
Yes.
Okay, what's the challenges then?
In America, then Washington DC.
Okay.
In Maryland.
Okay,
yes,
what's me happen?
For a while before I come back.
Okay, what's me happen where cause you or force you for now you decide for go now and go?
No, that's good idea. We don't talk. Now they have me know they ever left a party. Ask anybody else. Now
so if they make it now, like I they tell the teacher, they say that kasala if not cook.
Yeah, people feel very uneasy once they can't run for president. The socialist bobo come out. The socialist bobo come out. So that you can see my popularity reach a point. I just see a press release. In fact, I just watch not too long ago on my phone. Facebook remind me I've been posting on it. Yes. I just see a press release where as let me say if I mention APC said I'm a money, they will get me caught. So now they me not a member, they not sabi me, and they kick me out. And I plead me so I not they have me at this party. This is my udadi, and now people know say where Shaka Seven will go kono, and then when I know say party can udadi host. And now go people can know later. You know say will not be no. I think what's being throw them off and that Kamarainba name. Okay. Because that Kamarainba a nickname. Okay. So nobody feel say being like a foreign person. Now later they can know the person who born me. They're all now. Even and it's by Kamarainba say admit say there was a very wrong mistakes the way they all do. Where they all people that talk to me now for certain things and they but now drive and if you watch no more even you tell her the other day long time ago I tell her I say like that's my guy and then I run away you tell her and I run away from a party but me not left a party I say me not drive go check the record me I'm so loyal. What do something I'm so loyal. I don't believe in running away.
Yeah.
If they're not been pushing me away, if they're not threatening me with court, threatening me with this, I know for left.
Okay.
And I go take membership, I pay for the membership, they say no, they didn't give me no card.
Okay.
And I decided to go from the Alliance Democratic Party.
Wow.
So me, no, you know, some people they their ego they so big, when they not get within and one, then they switch.
Yes.
So say no, go from a party. No, me not to that. Me, I've been believed I've been young, I get a lot of time.
Yes.
And though now I don't spend the next 8-9 years in Sierra Leone where
So beautiful.
there's no more that young again. I'm an old man now. So
you're not close to be old, so you still
now I'm
young.
an old man now. So the reality is I form and even it take a lot, you know, for make you believe in something. And I want to take this opportunity for thank all the people who've been there with me from the beginning. When I've been movement like the particular them, then Boko, I wish I be able to begin to call them. The Marif them, the Pakaba them, and where they bury them, Ajabusu, Finaf Faro them, Ule Jalo them. Then Boko even where they been there with me from the beginning. Them Brahma Togo them. Usman Tolo, Abubakar, them, they all been there with me. I want to take this opportunity for thank them all.
Wonderful.
You know, because person believe in you and like na moral support he can give you if you appreciate her.
Yeah.
And like not just for tell other person say this man I like her if you appreciate her. So I appreciate them all. I mean, in the long run, few of them go their own way, but it's part of life. You know, one thing, teeth and tongue, they chant. So I'm not saying it's okay. One day back, the other way they go, then we must come back. And me, I believe in that. And they keep me cool. Something I say when I left them. And most of the people say we don't go. They all, even Salone, they all don't come big. They all don't come back to me. They all don't come big. I see me in Kamarainba, I don't get side for today, bad blood. So I don't draw them all back.
Wonderful.
So when I make Khadija, they tell you, yes, I want to thank them all. There's so much. I know you will tell them. Ohio, Rwanda. I get one lady them back way now with Charlie, Khadija. Fatima, Kurumaja, then plenty. I wish I would call all the name. New York, you can California there. We get there so much where they've been dead there. They've really been dead there. And I appreciate them. Kamarainba with me now. You know, relocate here. So much because in the beginning it can matter to me. And those are the folks the way. Even if I want feel like say it's not going to work, they be giving the push, they know leader is working. Go ahead, leader is working. You know,
so they
social media, they fight with people and whether they attack me. Those are the people that are always, and they don't sleep, and they pray for them. And I pray for them. I let them that disagree with me. I always pray for them. Let God help them. Let God make them see light, say, I'm not a bad person.
Yes.
We'll just maybe disagree at the moment, but one day that's the person where you know say you like. Believe in me. You're not going to just become a devil one day. You don't follow a person for 1, 2 years, 3 years in a be saint. Why all of a sudden you can't turn a devil? Where you don't win it. And when you don't win it, ungrateful to you, I will say, this person don't win, but I don't win nothing yet. So why for be ungrateful?
Yeah.
You know, now this I don't understand. Now, all the while we don't be president, then go say this man and I open the outside, but I don't win nothing yet. So why would I be ungrateful? Where I don't win nothing? Zero. So when I make some people in there, I can just nod their head and pray for them. May God guide and protect them, and let God make them see wisdom one day. No say that same person them elect, that same person up to now in India.
Well stated, and we all can get disagreement, and we they agree to disagree, and we go forgive and move forward, and God go make them find out in their heart say, you know, the brother, like how you say, the man where they believe in, and they will continue for believing. Whatever has happened, whatever has happened, go to the past, and then I go forge ahead. Wonderful. You don't do some developments then back home as well. You know, if I'm not mistaken, the last time we sit down, we'll talk. I believe say you be help for develop school, or you be they work towards that. I want you to talk about that.
I don't open Khadija. The school was so big. I do what I will.
Yes.
I furnish the school. Narula Kono is a huge school. AYB can cover SLBC, everybody. It's a big program. I think I'll be sending video and day for yourself.
Okay.
So if you're not, I will resend them back. Even there Facebook stuff, I put on Facebook Live.
Wonderful.
Now be made thought I open up. But the interesting place. Khadija, I open the school. I send letter because one thing, you know, the open school, you owe them to yourself.
Right.
Because I don't get to community, not to private school, not to school I want for me to give me money.
Okay.
I bill them, Yes, I build for give back.
Yes.
So what I want to do, if I die, sir, I want the school continue.
Right.
So you give the school to the government, say, when I pay teachers them, because that's not what they do now, nothing else.
Okay.
They call and approve the school.
Okay.
I don't write letter, I don't go fill application. I've done everything. Up to where they talk to each other, now approve the school. Okay. Now 1 year this. So maybe they say the next way school open now, if they not approve, maybe we go pay teacher them. And they go hire teacher them. When they pay out of my pocket, may the school continue. Because
so I believe say they go do it because recently another person back again where they bring investors then back home, even they get the same challenge in the way instead then at Europe. And finally, they approve it, and I hope so.
Hope
because
the former minister, I go to him over and over in Oduam, Kimbo. So until a new minister this, I will try back about 1 time back before school open.
Yeah. Everything
been there. In fact, one of the directors tell me, say, my application, in fact, in the number 5.
Oh,
you don't know why up to now they not approve them. I talk to even Keke Tumas from other government people, and instead of going to approve them, but up to now I talk to you, they not approve the school.
Oh, wow.
Up to now I still don't so. So they not do them next school, by the time school open, I go hire a teacher and when we go pay. I hate to do that, but I have to do what I gotta do.
Yes, yes. And God will reward you because now again all part of developing the country. I wonder we talk, unfortunately, you former wife, we happen to be your friend and the mother of you two picking them instead of being succumbed to this deadly pandemic when at COVID-19. How that made you feel, and how you feel? Does she has any idea how it come in contact with this deadly pandemic? And then
no, you know, no man like America, where this whole second wave come, I think they get time. You don't get no idea.
Okay.
Like I talked to you today, stuff I talk to them. I will tell how much I send publicly the whole thing. How much people and pray for them, and it be so grateful. It be so grateful. It be so. It's when voice don't come back, everything will make a public statement, WhatsApp, last send them out. It been so grateful, you know. It's a Mohamed, I don't know what else. My family, everybody, you send me a private message, they pray for them. I mean, poor message them. Yes. So people that message up to I'm not reading yet. But like I said, I don't know, but it hit me hard. And some of the things where it hit me now, even the beginning, what next for my kids? You know, whatever next, if you're not there. Even today, I tell her, say, hey, we need you. Don't go away. So the kids need you. I need you. Everybody need you. And I say, okay, not going nowhere. I say, your purpose in this world is not over yet. You know, today I will tell her. I say, so I know you use the oxygen right now at home. Try to stay away out of that oxygen. I want you to go run. I want you to go back and do some exercise. So today I will motivate her with laugh. And it's still weak, really, really weak. But apart of that, I just want, because the sad thing is, they don't believe the corona day na Salone. Over 70% of Sierra Leone don't believe them.
Yes.
They don't believe at all.
So that's another thing I want to talk about that.
Up to today. When I go to the eastern part, one principal took an openly said there's no corona in Sierra Leone.
Wow.
That's the case, a whole principal. So how tell the beginning now? They don't believe. They don't believe at all.
I know say you said we don't make your own efforts.
Yes, I don't know that I've been beginning for talk.
Yes.
Now I mean that the only politician we in our opposition because government money then now we don't get money, We go sweat, we go give rest all over almost major district in this country. I go Kono about 100 bag rice, I come to Kenya about, and that's like $2,500.
Wow.
I spend. Yes, with the yabas and onion, it's about $3,000. I spend about $3,000 for Kono, about $3,000 for McKinney, about $3,000 for Bo. About I spent a total of almost $15,000 out of the money. And we did $1,200 na Donald Trump the stimulate money because in the $1,200 I get up there. But apart of that, I do and I feel good helping my fellow Sierra Leoneans out of what I get. A senior politician said we did at the APC, we instead of contest for the flag bearer. And I even tell me, say, Mohamed, he said, you got a heart. You know, all what you do so. He said something that I said, this young man, we know one day work for government. We know one day look what he in the do. Now I tell and say, I believe one concept. This house what they show. Now 11 bedroom, 8 bathroom. Now only one room at the use day. That one room they na bed at the put day. That bed day na mattress na that they don't. That's why they don't na me grave. All the 11 bedroom, 8 bathroom, na nothing. Now that grave, that portion of that bed no man I occupy. I'm not gonna kitchen, I'm not go this and no. I say so. What thing I say is when God give you for share.
Wallahi,
and when you share, because God not give everybody, but it give other people, and but it give for me to share. So now in make way I can get a heart for give. Look, this man with that we talk about at the beginning.
Yeah, Mr. Momo.
He has everything. Yeah. But it give in a band back we get a giving spirit. Yeah. And men we make joke at times. And he say nobody know the way get giving spirit naturally reach me. This moment content. Yeah. Then what's his name? Oh God, this former Minister of Transportation.
Oh, Mr. Logos?
No, before in trade, sorry.
Trade, okay.
Before trade. Oh God. If you don't 6 years now, London and women dunia.
Yeah. Until you go come back to us when they talk.
Yeah, so they go come back.
Yes.
So, okay, now to give me to make this joke, it's a big man, he's a black for spend money.
Yes.
So I been telling say, not to me forget Kamarainba name.
Yeah.
Now Momo Conte, forget Momo say no. Now you know the senior Kamarainba, me na the apprentice. Because he said, Mohamed, you the hard way you get.
Yeah.
He said, me I go Kabbalah when I do before go campaign. I reach and say Kamarainba give money. So then she put only give money. Now I say, well, let's go. He said, but now so they say, why reach at the top? They say you give money. They ship the only they give them money. So we they joke.
Yeah.
You see, our only politicians they understand. That money they wouldn't accumulate. Who said that money they can go? When Mama comes to run that to this one, he get business in Liberia. He tell me he get business in Guinea.
Yeah.
Who said so tell them not going to know the worth of those business.
Yeah.
He don't die. So people are going to say when you die today, there's nothing else. Now what you get out, now in tomorrow God go ask you. So I wish people can understand. Me, I can tell people I know they go club, I know they go to beach for what you going to do something. I know they spend money, no, I know buy clothes. I know they now first I go America, but yeah, I know nothing. So the money where they get, who I don't eat no more, I need smoke, I need drink. Like give out. Because that's no more. What else left? I have to take care of my family. So small thing they give out. But them don't understand that. Them still say, when they get money, therefore just all and this and that and that. I don't believe in that at all. I just want to get avenue for get income and then for redistribute. Yeah. And that's maybe believe. If maybe be president, the priority now for set avenues them for make people and they get jobs, Khadija. Jobs that people in need in this country. There's so much lack of jobs in this country. You know, the people and they go over and even what I can do them besides there. Some guys in Kika, at the fair work, sir. Everybody, sir. I say can't work. And for the day, I say, how much you all pay you? I like now 20,000. Now more than 20,000 for the whole day. Yeah. It's $2. Yeah, $2-3. 30,000 for the whole day. Yeah, so I can just say, I like working on that phone. I can't work. For me, they get that 20,000-30,000 for the day. You know, it's sad. It's sad. So I pray let people understand. Me don't do my best. I continue. Then there's I want Kenema radio station. They said they need me at Kenema. The other one they said they need me at Pujon. Then I said okay. I go to prepare myself first because I get things that I want to do for finish more than McKinney project. So I want to take a break first. Make me say help myself first. So that break I take first. So I know I stop for the out because it takes a lot for go take $2,000-3,000. Just for go give out. That money they will go buy a tile, they go buy windows them, they go buy other things there for you.
Yes.
So I want to finish the McKinney first, then I continue back. Then sometimes the income I will get it now, I will just add number now, I will go give out. Wonderful. But me, I no go stop. I will give out, I will help the best I can.
Wonderful. So make we talk about the presidential election debates. You being the only young one and among them seasoned politician then. What was that experience like? Take us back to that, 2018.
I know. Khadija, Hassan Aruni, after the debate, me to talk. Now you say Kamarainba, if now oversee. If now any first word, you say you win this debate, so you know that
yes.
Now I laugh. He said because you were the only practical debater.
Sorry, sir. Oh.
He said when we talk about women empowerment.
1 second, sir. 1 second, yeah. Salone for All Voice for All Network Television. Kindly identify yourself, please.
Yeah,
Yes, Auntie Khadija, good evening, and this is Mr. Sise from Canada.
Yes, so Uncle Sise, how are you? Welcome, sir. Yeah.
Only the Muslim can say Alhamdulillah. We thank Christian can say tell Papa God thank you.
Yes, sir.
We enjoy the summer, the weather so hot. Yeah, but thank God.
Yeah.
I just get few questions for ask we wonderful brother. You know, it's very good for Gaita at this kind of platform, the most critical platform at this part of the world. Yeah. I don't need to introduce myself too much. My question will go able for sure. This is how I come out. The question will go directly to Mr. Mohamed. Enough feel say we get one big word for development to call it paternalism. Then they make somebody depend by you too much, yeah. And often say go out and give, they go like you see people in the suffer like give them. And nothing say it creates that particular big word, the paternalism, or if you say I just help you the key. That's the number one question. Because then one common saying we say before you give us in all the teacher out for fish.
Yeah, I think he used that word as a matter of fact. So I missed that.
Looking at the political trend now the country, what do you feel say? Now the best solution because they don't come overseas, don't get a lot of experience now the overseas way don't come. And now we go back and compare the rate of development. How is it I'm feeling? What do you feel say for happen for ensure say changes take place in the country? I just get that two questions.
Wonderful, thank you. So basically, one of the questions I believe say if you don't make comments on that, say you believe for make person be a fisherman instead of giving him fish all the time. But come back in, sir. Then we'll go land back to the presidential debates.
Yeah, like I say, and I think so the minister side and the other side don't create more jobs. And then we can say what they give for this coronavirus. Now two different give than that one day. The coronavirus now put people away they go get out of where the things they are waiting they not get for the moment. I think it makes understand the two things that we talk about. Now me don't talk. I say the people that need jobs, no give person. So me as well right now business that they create for like give jobs and to people. But at the same time back, I go out when a pandemic like this come, I go give people them which are able to give them out and all of that. But I don't know the second question about waiting.
Oh, I think Miss have missed that, so be sincere. So, Mr. Sise,
I know, yeah. I know if you talk about change, but what changes?
Oh, yes, yes, like what's here in terms of the arena, yeah.
Yeah, I think the thing I remember, what I just recollect about the country problems there for change. This country, if we play with the same old player there, now the same result we get. And I think I don't talk in the beginning where one Imam Nasanda Street with the talk say we go send a player we not even be I don't even know how for thief money now the government. I don't know what's in a percentage. I know so bring somebody we know one day in the system and then you can clean the system. Then like I said the agenda for create jobs. Look at for example Khadija. We get iron ore deposit in this country. But when they take the raw materials, now China.
Salone for all kindly. No, sorry, somebody been called. Sorry, sir. Salone for all, voice for all network television. Kindly identify yourself, please.
Yeah, hi, Khadija.
Yes. Yes. Hello.
Around the world.
Hello, Constance. Yeah. Welcome.
Yeah. I have a question for Kamarainba.
Yes, sir.
Because I think the man talk to how in a ADP, whatever they never go to see, blah blah blah. But all the time, I don't see that.
No, you miss some. It say where I talk about that they say in have been the youth leader self for APC before even they go na turn.
Oh, that was Salone. I said they don't say that Aberdeen. Let's say with your wife on my cheek in the campaign for APC.
Now that's say, okay, let's repeat this something. I said, what can Sierra Leone under APC ticket I come for one?
Yes.
I said that the guy them drive me now go for me party, so they not be there here.
Yes, yes. I think they missed that side. Yeah.
Now APC, what can I under APC I come for one?
Yeah.
I mean, they go campaign under the APC, so they run for president under APC.
Yeah, okay.
I do it for about 6 months, then they help me.
They won and back saying, use the name and it will
let not use them, yes.
Yes.
Yes. I see people are for the really, I don't know. So they're not going to get the things clear, eh?
Yeah, maybe so tell a little bit. Okay, you got any other questions, sir?
Number two, number two and the final one is
yes.
Let's assume say the banner, the stop. So with all that you see, 2018 election, you still endorse Samuel Kamara. One why?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. So listen, we'll answer to that.
Brother,
thank you so much.
Yes. But I wish, I'm not endorse Samuel Kamara.
Yeah.
And nobody ask anybody in this country. I'm not endorse no candidate. I talk and say anybody will want go for make it go. You want go. And I just predict it's in a 98.1 interview. Now, in will be the talk one, the one say, the one they see the crowd, there's a high chance that Samura will win. So then she's an endorsement. And while going at the North backs on side and they, I be tell to me on view, I asked me, would I be free say 2023 I will get a better chance against? You understand? I tell them say, nah, Samura, we go down old, we go down 75 to 80. I think those are the kind of things. So they don't understand. But publicly, go check my records, my brother. I don't endorse no candidate. President Marabio at the time, Julius Marabio, he cannot be host, he cannot do all kinds of things. Some of not come to me. So I don't endorse nobody. And I still stand on me. I stand there and endorse them. Then none. So now I make a tell this man, make you go check the records clear, make it check. I don't say I'm not going to endorse anybody. Now over me that body for either join APC or SFPP during those elections. During those elections, I never join none.
Yeah.
I'm not going to endorse none. And I keep me word, the election happened. Because if they say not going to be like another Mohamed Bangura, I say no, I'm not going to ever be. And I prefer die. I prefer I take little injection. I'm not going to take over and over.
No.
So, and I did it. Now the election done. And so if I need for think another way as a leader, I go for listening to what the people I want. Because me no one can be a leader where they push people and number what me want me ego. So after the election, I go back ask back the people and now okay, I don't try this. What do I want to do? Yeah. And I they can do so. If they tell me say go APC, I will go APC. If they say go SFPP, I will go SFPP. Yeah. So I go for but the my own determination, the last election, I say it's over my dead body. I will not endorse, I will not join either of those two parties, and I'll not do until the election done.
Wonderful. So now we go about the experience as the presidential debates. You being the youngest there and bold enough for stand against the seasoned politicians then.
I know, like I said, I mean, I'll be the only practical debater where I'm glad the way that man be the talk say waiting at the change. We're going to talk about gender. Women in whatever politics. Yeah. Guess what? That's when I'm already there. When I don't get a running mate as a woman, not me.
Like
nobody else. So then if like any other side, I don't quite them. Then we talk about education. I said, but we get a former head of state, Marabio. We get a former finance minister and foreign minister, Samura. We get a former vice president, Samsumana. We get a former Yumkela, former minister of trade, and all of that. When all them be all the UN boss, all the job they do. None pound and not build school. Me, Kamarainba, the only one who don't build school among them, and not get pambodi now. And what practical na me. Then we come back, we talk about corruption, the fight against corruption and transparency. We don't declare ourselves openly, all now. Nobody know that. We don't do it na me. So that debate, and when no more people in Sierra Leone said, I was the only one that resonates, make people know what they talk about, and but they don't, people are not able to get them because of the color. But I know some people that don't learn the mistakes, and we they move on as a thing, but it didn't give me a sense of fulfillment. Say that dream I will get, 2013 when I return home,
yes,
is achievable that night. And at that night, I know say I achieve everything I want. I win and not win, I don't achieve and done.
Wonderful.
So I think that I believe in there I will get because for reach that stage.
Wonderful.
for reach that stage.
Yes.
That moment when some people will say, I cannot get to that point. I cannot reach that point. And I was there. I was standing next, shoulder to shoulder, to be the next president of Sierra Leone. I think to me, na way anybody could dream about.
Absolutely.
We're not going to achieve, but I achieve it. And by God in power, I know that God would delay him.
Absolutely.
But Khadija, let God give you long life and well body. But one day in Sierra Leone, they're going to be President Mohamed Kamarainba Mansary. Mark my word on this.
Inshallah. So if you become the next president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, what think will be some of the things then, the first few then where you go put as priority for you go accomplish, where you go be in the interest of the masses? What are those things? So you go
now, the first thing are the money.
Okay.
Khadija, the economy, we get plenty of money in this country. Over 70% of the money, they go towards paying salaries, buy motorcadem, pension, benefits, travel allowance for ministers, president, vice president, directors. Over 70% of it. So I want to cut them out. Why we need a $80,000 Land Cruiser for minister? Why I not go buy $40,000 for run a brand new one? Why I go save $40,000 out of that money? Can you imagine? 8-cylinder Land Cruiser. Why we need a $80,000? Why I not go buy $40,000 or $45,000 Toyota 4Runner? Then I one first way we get for can cut. The two, why me on presidency? I for pay us rent about $7,000-8,000 to each minister, deputy ministers then. Now this honorable and this country here. Why we for pay us rent? You tell me in America, who's senator or who's secretary of state, where they pay us rent for? They're not there. Now his salary you don't go pay your host, but yeah, they pay for the every year us rent. All this money I'm going to cut down. Instead of 70% money what they use, I try for peg to at least 40%. So the 60% go there for development where they go directly to the people. Because yeah, about 70 to 80% and then they eat the money. So the 20% not enough for do anything. We get loan there for service. We get money we don't trust for pay. There is no more money. That makes Salone they continue when they say Salone post, Salone post, Salone post. Salone no post. Now mismanagement Salone get. We are so much lack of how for managing with resources, how for put things in place, how for create infrastructures them where instead of the iron ore, where they send on China, where they call the plant to make the iron rod in Naya. Instead of even the Q-tip where they clean our waste, Naya, so those are the kind of things like Rwanda, smartphone. Rwanda, they make smartphone now.
Wow.
Ghana, they can begin produce Toyota cars them. They don't call the plants in Ghana. All Toyota, now we want to buy new Toyota. We know go again America. We go to Europe. Now Ghana, now we go for the Kango for back.
Great example. Kind of before you land. Before you land, how you they feel where we been be the anthem of West Africa, where everything we then depend on in terms of good education. You're talking about the Frabe College, so on and so forth. But now, obviously, Ghana don't go past beyond waiting we can even imagine. How that did they make you feel?
Because then the way people have put that system in place. Okay. If you watch no more. So we maintain, we do maintenance, any system collapse. We watched in the beginning, now it was from 1961 independent. The system wouldn't be done, then I would go to maintain, reach a point I collapse. And won't collapse, we'll not get leaders the way they think anymore. We'll not get people the way they put things in place for say, no, we do this, no, do this, no, do this. And I make with those out this today. But like I tell you, Khadija, if Kamarainba be president, the economy are the first thing they tackle. And then I try for change, like I said, infrastructures them, bring companies then at this country here and plant them for low build. Because right now, just rice alone, with the import over 300 million United States dollar rice every year. Over $300 million.
Wow.
Just rice. Why we not go begin do agriculture, serious agriculture farming now? Those are the kind of things that they talk about. We they spend so much money. Cereal, when a cereal, look at now. I never buy made in London, so we are going to the supermarket. There's no cereal made in Sierra Leone.
Oh, yeah.
You can't to the milk. Look on Namitani table, so this, I made in Holland. No made in Salone, no day. You can't to mayonnaise. Now foreign something there right now. All waiting me get Nescafe is all nothing. Not the one we seen and made Israel
local. Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Everything else we come with. Now that culture though they say look over things.
So obviously you go this that's
everything my brother, my sister.
So you hope
all
we be like we
in this country.
So you hope
we are bringing foreign things them.
So you
we not get nothing what we produce in this country.
So it sounds like you hope go be for now we produce and try for even exports, correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Any country will not able to feed itself. You're not going to ever become a sustainable country before you able to develop. The first step is able to feed itself. When you don't feed itself now, remember I say, anybody help itself, anybody help other people. That's what we come to. We go for produce what they eat. We go for produce what they wear. We go for produce what they maintain themselves. Now we're able to send back to other people. Now, all great nations are so they do. All great nations. Tanzania don't become a middle country just last week. You come to Rwanda, you come to Kenya, you come to Ghana. Those are countries that they improve every day. But Salone, we go backward.
Before I left you guys, I can't leave you now. We don't
try.
Yeah, we don't have off now. I want
1 a.m. now. I don't pass 1 a.m.
You don't try. No, let me ask you two, and then that's it. Okay. I want to know how you deal with constructive criticism versus the pulling down syndrome, because you know say no matter how good you are or how much you try, you get set of people then we go always the energy we then get is just for try for pull you down or discourage you. So waiting they give you that endurance or waiting they how you they able for know the different and able for try for guide yourself between the constructive criticism where everybody need for help you for forge ahead or accomplish your goal versus the one way just design for bring you down.
You know, it's a very good thing. Now, one thing I believe was, anybody not get enemy, not go better in life. Khadija, if you don't get enemies, you're not going to improve. It's when I tell some people, I say, if you want better yourself, find one enemy. Just find somebody who's going to hit you and we want to put you down because they motivate you. What I do, the more I can see negative, somebody they cry down, they talk bad about you. Now the more they do something where they piss them off, where they make it ask yourself, say, why did I do this? You go say Kamarainba no get thing for eat. But then they see 100 bags that they give it to people. You go say Kamarainba okay, you know. So those kind of things, say, oh, this man na con man, this man ebo are in a country. Why they America? I know when they get arrest warrants on my life. I know when they go jail. I don't kind of this country. I know one person in 1 cent. Say why do so? My hands stay clean. Even the debate, I said, raise my hand. I said, I mean, the only person who hand clean when I all my hand dirty. So those kind of things, then go for this. So I go forge ahead with them. You just ignore them. Just ignore. Negative, just ignore. Hey, that's why you for the make home also. You pass. Like a fly. Where they come, and I said, because if somebody bent for Sudan for the tarnish your name, you pass them. Yeah. So if you go to level, you begin arguing, then God says, go ask you. Yeah. Because like that, now we not get time for God begin talk about person and do this. So if that person they get that time, they won't begin destroy you. It's okay. I can just make that fly there. You know, mosquito will come or fly, just push them away and you move on. Yeah. So me not worry about them, and I can pray for them more. Yeah. So I can pray. I say, God, put light on them people that they hate. One day, make them realize it. All the things that they do not fine, and then say. Because when you keep something within you, you know, something where they monitor you, and the person they grow up, like I tell you. And one thing back, see where they grow, where they born, and the stone. So then just go for the stone you. Yeah. There are but people don't see a potential. Say Kamarainba will be president. So then think to them, if I be president, I will die. So they're going to find all the way for stone me. So it's okay. Yes. And the more they stone me, now the more they produce for Gide. The man go there or reach there. I was gonna take them, when I stone gonna take. Yes. So many take them. Now they get them more. So the other one they own, they criticize them because when somebody they go with him. I remember one guy called me. I put an old picture of mine on social media. One Abraham Kataman, now London. Now he called me personally. He said, Kamarainba, he said, you're a leader, you're future president. This picture here, I'm not like it's not presidential. Pastor, I said, well, an old picture. Yeah. But we advise me now go and delete it. I go pull on the back. Yeah. You know, but I like those kind of things because when a person they come for can advise you, when I construct it, Because that's when I've been getting a necklace on my neck.
Yeah.
And I just an old picture, like 15 years old picture. Right. But you just no one see me in that image.
Oh.
Because you don't see me as a leader and all of that. So I go and delete her. I've been put on her Facebook. I go and delete her back.
That's nice.
So those are the kind of things, yes, I can take those kind of things. So right. Can advise you.
Yeah.
Yes,
but
apart of that, it's okay.
Wonderful.
It's okay.
Wonderful.
It's okay. Let Kamarainba they continue for bear fruit, made a stone. Made a stone. The more stone, the more reborn. And guess what? By September, we'll open this hotel. Some you can see Boku cost back. Watch here from now to September after this audio. They can't cost again. They can't say me na Tiffman. They can't say me na Conman. They can't say me na. Well, not to break up in about 3-4 people in the day. So the same old people and no more. And then because they had to them say, but when I say this person are in the bro, so what's here they go on? You know? So then as soon as they say, oh, they get money, now they say, hey, bro, that same lifestyle where I come. From that home at Jeep, that man they tell me what can 2013, what they drive up to now how they drive so. So what's in change for me? I don't know. So if not even they do Mansary, thank you. Let God bless you. Let God make you feel another person back where they go help one day back. Amen. If you never help me, say go help another person back. For all those things that lie, no more people in kill lie. Not real lie, but don't deal with them.
Yeah.
Hello, Khadija.
So last one,
I'm so happy.
Just give,
go down a little bit.
Just give a message to the youth.
Like I stay with you, I will stay with you. It's almost 1 a.m.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for being on show.
Likewise.
And by God in power, September, this is July, August, September, I'm coming back.
Wonderful.
And at that time,
God willing, inshallah.
I will make sure I like now up to 3 a.m.
Yes.
I will stay up.
No, you don't try.
So let me talk. Let me talk about everything.
Yeah. Before I give a closing remarks, please say a word to the youth because the youth mean a lot to me always. Well, then at that category. But what do you go advise the youth then of Sierra Leone? What do you go advise them? Your last statement, sir.
Honestly, the youth then what really I'm bugging at the awareness. They're not up to now. The Sierra Leone youth now get awareness. What I mean by awareness for no say the future. Whether they promise them, not to tomorrow, not to next tomorrow, and now. Yeah. If they not take ownership of now, they're not go ever better. Don't allow somebody to determine your destiny. Like me, a prime example. Nobody not determine what I want to do. When I want to do, I go forward. And I can always tell you, command them. Don't allow it. Don't allow somebody to say, oh, wait for us. You're not go. No. That same stage there, you can able did it. That same table, you can able sit over them. But all take the determination, the effort, the tenacity, and what you need for grow, for which also you need for grow. The sky is your limit. The sky is your limit. I go take a class, then I meet some beginner the situation. And now that encouragement, I go tell them, I say you can be where you want to be. Don't ever allow somebody to determine or write your own chapter. You write your own chapter. Write your own story. Kamarainba is writing his own story. Nobody writes my own story. I'm writing my own story. I'm writing my chapter page by page, page by page, page by page. And trust me, I'm going to write this until the end. Nobody writes Kamarainba's story. I am going to write my destiny. I am going to write my future. I am going to write what's going to happen to me next. Yes. The only person I have, a guiding person, is God Almighty. Apart of that, nobody tells me what next for me. I tell Kamarainba what next for Kamarainba.
After God. I like that.
Yes.
Having said that, I want to take this opportunity to tell you plenty thank you. As always, we to honor the invitation. I want to salute you for every positive contribution we don't give to a motherland and the courage for continue, for forge ahead, for continue, for work on Mama Salone. Thank you for never giving up on Mama Salone.
Thank you, thank you.
May God continue for celebrate the good part of you. God bless you, sir. Having said that, I want to tell the audience them plenty thank you. Of course, the message them in Boku today I not be able to read and will not be get to we correspondent for help with through the thread. I want to apologize for that. Like I say every day, a room for improvement, and we will get there. And once again, telling our plenty thank you, and all over the world, from United Kingdom, the loyalists down to Paris, to China, everywhere where you stop and take time out of your busy. Germany, take time out of course, United States, Republic of Sierra Leone, where they take time out of your busy schedule for tune in and join away. Until next time, this is Salone for All, Voice for All Network Television. I am your host, Khadija Tejan Nabie. May God bless we all. God bless the Republic of Sierra Leone. As always, now not forget what team bind we together. We're not the green, white, and blue. Bye.